This video is for Miss Laura Schwager. I hope I am not butchering your name. And I was honored that, first of all, that she watched my video, but second of all, that she commented and asked me to demonstrate or do a video on how to turn a vinegar bottle into a self-watering container. And so that's what I'm going to show you how to do today. It's really simple. What you're going to need is a container of your choice. It does not have to be a vinegar bottle, but there's several different things that you could use for this. I'm going to show you a couple of different things that you could use. It's just using what you have and trying to make it work. That's what I do. So obviously you can use a vinegar bottle. Make sure you rinse it out really well. Make sure there's no vinegar left in the bottle. I would not recommend using a bleach bottle. But if that's all you had and you were going to plan on using a bleach bottle, wash it out thoroughly. And I would even recommend putting it outside in the sun for a day at least. Just and let the sun kind of clean it out, or bleach, or not bleach, but the UV rays would make the bottle, it would help. I would hope. But I wouldn't use a bleach bottle personally, but if that's all you had, wash it out very, very well. Stick it out in the sun for a day. Rinse it out again just to be safe, just to be doubly sure, because you don't want those chemicals leaching into your plants. That's not going to be great for them. Another thing you can use is a 2-liter bottle. I've made a bunch of these. It's probably my favorite, one of my favorite ways to do it. It's just real simple, and the bottom is set up nice for it too, because it's got a place here on the bottom for the bottle to invert it back into itself, and then this will sit on top of that, and it's really nice for that. But this one is good because it's got a really big hole where this is going to be where you water it. And so I'll show you how to do that in a minute. I'm going to put this back away. It needs to be back in its home. It likes where it's at, right here on the ottoman, until I can find something more appropriate to put my plants on. So then what you're going to need is a nail. Any kind of nail will probably do for this. You don't want the holes huge. You could use a drill. I don't have one, or I did have, or it just quit working, or I don't know, probably lost the charger or something. I like to use a hammer because it makes it easy to make the holes, because you got to have a way to get the water out of the bottom reservoir and up into the soil with your plants. And so to do that, you're going to make holes in the top. So you're going to need a container, a hammer, a nail, or you can use a thumbtack. You could use that. That's going to be a little more dangerous for your fingers. And then a pair of scissors. If you are meticulous and you have to have everything exactly the same length, you could also use, I can slide it over here to me, you can use a piece of tape and go around it so that you have, or you can mark it with like a pen, so you have kind of a guide when you're cutting to make sure that you're all on the same line. I don't do that. However it turns out, it'll work. The plants don't care. So I won't be using that. Some potting mix of your choice and some seeds. I'm using some seeds that I've saved. If I can get it open. It sealed itself. I didn't can these. And these are, it's a pepper. What kind of pepper it is a mystery. And I'm pretty sure it is, oh, it's a hot pepper. So I'm thinking it's probably either a jalapeno, or it's very possible that it's a cayenne, but that meat, let me find a fat piece. Okay, this is way too big to have come out of a cayenne pepper. So, but it's hot. If you're planting and you're using a hot pepper of any kind, either use gloves or make sure you wash your hands. And whatever you do, don't touch your face, your eyes, your nose, inside your mouth. Do not go to the bathroom before you wash your hands. My son is adding little comments from behind me and said, don't try to go to the bathroom after doing this, because he knows. He's a smart boy. Okay. He learned the hard way, he said. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to start here, and you're going to poke your holes. It's not, you don't have to do it just like I do, but you can do like one there, one here, one here, one here, one here. Make like 5 holes there. And it's pretty easy if I can keep from hitting my fingers, which would be great because I'd hate to do that on camera. Okay. 5 holes. And then make a few more, going around. Try to get them close to the same. Like I said, if you're meticulous about where everything is, you can measure it. I'm not going to do that. But if it's your first time doing it and you want to be precise, I eyeball it. Okay, got a few holes. I'm going to do one more in there. And then I'm going to cut. Don't do that to me. Thank you. Stinker. Oh, and you might need a knife. So, the reason Joel says duct tape, I already said that they could use tape of some kind to use. I'm letting my southern
Duct tape. Fix anything. Your car to your cereal.
cut away from you. So this is going to let the water flow into the bottom reservoir. Because remember, you're going to be pouring the water into here, and it's going to come out there. Okay, there we go. We got a hole. I'm going to put my knife up. Always put it away clean.
I've learned that one the hard way too.
I picked up one of your homemade weapons outside. Okay, the button doesn't want to fasten. I'm on camera, of course. And I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible because the longer it takes, the longer it takes to load it. So just going to ease it in there. And I'm cutting it just below, just above the label, just below the little, you'll feel it. You see there's a difference in size there. So it gives me kind of a line there already to work with. One thing about it, because this, the top part, it's slightly larger, you'll need to cut like a little slit into it. Whoop, there it goes. Just like that. So you're going to cut off the top. And then this part is going to press down in there. And it's not going to want to fit because this, see, it's not going to. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut just a little slit. You might need to cut one on one side and so quit teasing me on camera. It's not nice. Alright. And then that presses down. Once you cut those slits, it's going to make your life a whole lot easier. And you're going to kind of wiggle it around. That's why I like the 2-liter bottles, because it's way easier to get it to stay flat in there. Of course. I'm telling you.
Hey, come on. You know what's not nice? An angry unicorn.
Teenagers. I don't know what to tell you. If you've got them, you know what I'm talking about. So then you get it flat as you can. The soil being in there will help kind of straighten that out, hopefully. And on this other one, I just had a piece of broken random pipe that I stuck down in the hole just to keep soil from going in it. I have another remedy for that so that I don't have to use. Would you stop? He's such a prankster. Okay, so now I just took a piece of paper towel. You don't have to, but I'm trying this method out just to keep soil from getting into the watering thing that I got going on here. That's about as flat as it's going to go. So we're just going to go with that so I can get this. Stick something down in the hole so you don't end up filling it up with soil. I'm putting the paper towel in there too, so that it acts kind of like a wick and it'll draw the moisture up. I didn't have it on the other one and it works just fine, but you know, it's something else to try. So then we're going to take our potting mix. You can use whatever kind you want. I'm just going to use some that I have. And we're going to fill it up. Press it down in there. Press it flat. Hope you can see what I'm doing here. Ah, of course, it's trying to get in there. The dirt wants to go in there. It wants to. And I'll use this one. Kind of clean that off a little bit. I'll stick that in this one so I can show you. And I fill up bottles of water. When you're doing seedlings, especially, this is damp already. But you can top water just a little bit, just to moisten it, to water them in. And then if you have something like this, you don't have to have this in there at all. You can just open it and pour it in there. This just makes it easier for me. Quit, you're gonna make me spill this on myself, Joe.
I'm a beautiful unicorn.
You are beautiful, honey. I'm so glad you want to be a unicorn today. My beautiful unicorn.
And my mom is a beautiful butterfly.
And my mom is a beautiful butterfly. I hope you heard that, guys.
From the Bud's Life.
Okay.
I went and sold my berries.
Sorry. When you water your seedlings, if you use tap water, let your tap water sit for
3 years.
You do not have to let it sit for 3 years. Overnight would be great. 24 hours would be great. Rainwater would be better than anything. And so I've got some rain barrels outside to catch the rainwater off of our house. So I'm just pouring that in there. I got the reservoir full.
We've also got unicorns.
And then we'll plant the seeds. And I'm planting these kind of close together because, and I'm planting quite a few because I don't know how these are going to germinate. And if I plant 12, I might get 5. And I don't know. I don't know how many will actually come up because I don't know how long these seeds have been sitting in the pantry like this. There's no telling how old these seeds are. So we're just going to take a leap of faith here. They've probably been sitting in that cabinet for 3 years. If they don't come up, I'll plant something else because that's just how I roll. And then when stuff comes up, I'll be like, oh, this is either a cayenne pepper or a jalapeno pepper, or if you've watched these videos, you already know. So I'm putting about 2 seeds into each little hole that I made. Or 3, whatever.
Huh?
I was telling them that I put 2 seeds in each little hole that I made, and every time I drop them, there's like 3 going in there. I'm like, oh, or 3, no big deal.
You're a try tea.
What kind is it?
It's delicious tea.
Delicious tea. Okay, that's vague. Thank you. Wow.
It's made with honey.
It's made with honey. Yum. It's good.
It's so sweet it'll give a zombie.
Okay, so instead of patting that down, I'm just going to add a little bit of soil on the top. Just kind of loose over the top of it. As soon as these sprout, I will probably transplant them into another container. This is just,
I'm stepped on this again.
then put it in the toolbox so it's not on the floor. I'm going to need that outside. He almost tripped on a saw.
7. Saw 7.
Shush. Joel Thomas.
I've never seen that movie.
I haven't either, and I hope you never do.
Well, I've never seen that or My Little Pony. I don't want to see that one either.
Good night, sugar. I love you. All right, that's it. 20 minutes later, I wish I knew how to edit these things. I would cut so much. I would cut so much of that out, or do the fast forwarding thing that I see you guys doing. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. So, like I said, any kind advice would be much welcomed. My videos are not near as good as hers. Laura Schwager. Her videos are incredible. She has such high quality videos, and she knows how to put the captions in the bottom. I don't know how to do that either. It's a work in progress, guys. So I hope this helps. You can also use a milk jug. I mean, basically, it has the same concept. You poke the holes, you put it down inside, you cut it, the same way, and then you turn it upside down. A 1-gallon milk jug would be great. You could put a lot more seeds in there. But half gallons work too. 2-liter bottles will work. I wouldn't use anything that have had cleaning solutions, any kind of chemicals at all, bleach bottles. But the container, a bleach bottle, the container is actually perfect for this, so it's hard not to want to use that. But I don't, because I'm worried about the chemicals leaching into my plants. And I'll have another idea for another video along the same lines. If you like these videos, if you like stuff like the DIY type of videos, or you like more of the videos where we're outside and I'm showing you my plants and stuff like that, let me know in the comments. And I did not get to go out there. I didn't forget you. I didn't get to go out there and finish that ridgepole on my low tunnel because I ran into an arborist, and he is supposed to be coming by to check out our land to see if we'd be a good place for him to drop off. Ugh, I keep messing up my words. He is supposed to be coming back to check out our site, to see if we would have a good place for him to drop off wood chips. There, I got it out. So that's what I ran into. So instead of going out there and fixing my low tunnel, I was sawing limbs and making sure that I had the 20-foot clearance that he needed, and making sure that everything is picked up off the ground. That way he doesn't mess up the tires on his trucks when they come to start dropping off their wood chips. I'm so excited. So anyhow, wish me luck, and I hope they decide to bring their wood chips to our house, because that's going to be great. And I will get to that video, hopefully before it gets too much colder, and maybe tomorrow. But you're gonna get another one soon. So stay tuned, and God bless you.